So part two of the Be You Til Full or Be Beautiful video that I posted. I left out a detail for all you sun gazers out there who enjoy the comfort of warmth and heat and knowing that your body emisses a certain level of heat when you're highly active. That's great. If that's what makes you comfortable, do it. For all you AC lovers and cool, refreshing people out there, then you have no issues with getting hot. You just choose not to be hot unless you're being highly productive and highly active. Plus, this video is for my sister Christina, because she's a sun gazer. Shout outs to Spiritual Soul, by the way. Love your videos. In short, you just gotta understand that you got hot-natured people, you got cold-natured people, and hot people love to cool down after a long day. Cold people love to heat up for things that are exciting. And for those of you who have ever been swimming, did track, did anything that allowed you to control your breathing, air-pressured room, condensed air rooms, you just pick up habits. And those habits may get you misjudged or misled or misrepresented, but the reality of it is, be you, be happy, be yourself, be an individual. That's what makes us strong. And if you go back and watch the original video, it talks about how when you're thinking of somebody or listening to somebody, you're giving them what would be considered your undivided attention. And then when you disconnect from them by listening or mentally giving them your undivided attention and you get back into your zone, the connection between your two physical beings and mental beings has become disconnected. And you feel the intensity, the person on the opposite end that you was just engaged with feels the intensity. And for those of us who are Scientologists, we understand that it's the power of the world. If you're around people who understand the connections of the human body and all things within it, or all things within the planet, I guess, for basics, you know that there's a undefined, unexplained level of power that floats around the world. Some people call it spirits. Some people call it electricity. Some people don't know how to define it. But at the end of the day, shout outs to Da Vinci, by the way. At the end of the day, we're all connected. And we all have the ability to disconnect to get in what we would call tunnel vision or the zone. Some people immediately disconnect, stay in the zone, and other people disconnect to engage in their own zone. Either way, your method is correct, your method is acceptable. Just if you believe in a higher purpose or a higher power or whatever it is that you believe in, help us who haven't fully discovered or explained or elaborated on what it is or even researched it. Help us get more knowledge to what it is, because those are the things that help boost our white blood cells, our immune system. As I was saying, sorry, I had to pause the video for a moment. But like I said, help us figure out what it is. Help those of us who are researching it understand more of it. There's research everywhere. The concept of gravity, the concept of atoms, the very, very connectivity of the minds. Like I said in previous videos, in today's world we call it the collective consciousness. But there's a bunch of theories that explain what it could be, but nobody actually provided any actual proof. And that's what I've been researching for the last 10 years, trying to find proof. I've actually went to doctors to try to get neurological scans, CAT scans. I've actually sunbathed for days at a time and it increased my blood flow, which some people call high blood pressure, but that's just correlating it to a weakness and not in an advancement. Um, you know, they say the sunny vitamin D is good for you. I get my vitamin D naturally from the sunlight. If I spend too much time in AC or controlled environments, then I might go out and drink orange juice, especially from McDonald's. But like there's a lot that goes into the human anatomy. It's not just a simple, oh, I hate you, you hate me, or I love you, you love me. There's a lot, like those are just words that correlate to emotions that we've been mentally programmed to know about. But as far as the physical anatomy of the human body, emotions don't have anything to really do with it. It's about physical reaction. And so, like I said, if you go back and watch the first video, I drop more content into that. If you watch this video, please feel free to comment, reach out to me. My cell number is 843-510-9968 for those of you who don't have it. I love to talk about what you have discovered as an individual. I actually have a buddy named Jarcavis. He goes by Armando on Facebook. He's been able to see energy, feel energy, and tap into other people's brain waves. And I know this because there's been times where I've been around him and I would think something and he would vocally answer what I was thinking. And me and him, like we understand it. We see it, we feel it, we know it. We just can't provide proof of what we see. Like if I stare at somebody long enough, especially in a dark room, the energy wave creates a light reflection of themselves on the wall. And if I stare at them in a room full of light, the energy aura around them becomes brighter. When I stop staring, I can no longer see it. But it takes a second for my eyes to adjust to be able to see it. To my knowledge, there's no scientific equipment that can amplify or copy what I visually see and video footage. And so continue doing your research, scientists, continue doing your research, biologists, continue doing your research, mathematicians, and let's find a device. Let's work together to figure out how we can combine our energy fields to make it into a visible object. Movies like Minority Report come to mind. They had these 3 girls that would lay down in water and connect their cerebral to a machine, and they were able to predict the future based on their ability to receive and transfer memories, patterns, and other things. And people may say it was just a movie, but those movies were created by researchers who, again, can't actually explain what's going on. And so therefore they create a movie in hopes that a random like myself would see it and say, hey, that is possible. It's more than just a movie. So again, it's your boy, the Voice of Wisdom. Call me, text me, email me, comment on this video, and let's work together to show that even the average everyday person is not just an everyday average day person. We are great. We are all extensions of the original greatness. And with all these new devices and technology, we may be getting closer, but I'm not in a research lab every day to know exactly what they have come up with. And the stuff that they had theories for but no probable proof has not been publicly advertised in social media and media platforms such as YouTube and what is that? There's an actual channel on DirecTV for Scientologists all day long. It plays science developments and evolutions. Shout outs to the Illuminati, aka the Enlightened Ones, the ones that are working behind the scene to find explanations for these things. For those who are sponsoring, supporting these movies that shows what is possible, but has, again, no hardcore, physical, tangible evidence of it. Like I've done videos on my Facebook 5, 6 years ago of standing outside in the rain and staring at where the sun is located in the sky and clearing out clouds and stopping it from raining. And people can always say, oh, that was just a coincidence, but I've posted 5 videos of doing that. So there's also been days where I feel super sad and wish it would rain and it would rain. And so, like, experiencing things like that and our normal life and my normal life showed me that we are not just normal. And if you don't believe it, test the theory for yourself. Oftentimes, I believe when people are happiest, that's when it's sunshine. When people are wanting summer days, that's why our winters probably got shorter, to be honest, down here in the South, because we were always happy. We were always excited. We were always engaged in life. And in those moments where people feel like the recession hit, it got colder. In those moments where there was a lot of death and agony going on in the world, people were sad. And in today's world, a lot of people don't watch the news and listen to the radio like they used to back in the day for news broadcasts. So they're not being programmed to say, oh, it's going to rain, and then everybody's thinking about rain that day. We don't think about the rain. We don't watch the news to know it's going to rain. We just step outside, feel good in the sunshine, or we step outside and feel bad, and then it gets gloomy. So, like, all that goes into the original story of Jesus, the original story of Samson, the original story of Moses, Muhammad, Allah, Solomon. All those stories tell the same story. And if you're deep off in history, you will be like me and pay attention to the things they have in common, ignore the things that are different, or not necessarily ignore it, but don't elaborate or push the indifference until you yourself have created your own difference. And like I said, man, just be blessed, be straight, be grand. As always, have a blessed life, a happy life, a fulfilled life. Stay away from agony, misery. Don't walk around with a guilty conscience. It helps you sleep better at night. For me, it helps me breathe better. I don't know, man. Like, I'm rambling now, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video with, it's your boy, The Voice of Wisdom.